Thank you. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Congressman Mullin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you all for being here. I want to begin by reiterating that the bills and approaches discussed here today to protect our children online would fall to the FTC to enforce. Congress established the FTC as an independent agency with a clear mandate to protect consumers from unfair, deceptive, and fraudulent practices. For 90 years, the president has not been able to fire an FTC commissioner without just cause. And yet today, we find ourselves a week removed from the attempted unlawful firings of 2 FTC commissioners by the president. Beyond that, the chair of the FTC has gone along with the Elon Musk Doge operation and dismissed a number of FTC employees with probationary status also without cause. I'm having a hard time figuring out why anyone on either side of the aisle would want this. If the FTC is no longer an independent agency and if it no longer has the resources it needs to actually get the work done, then what are we even doing here? I am deeply concerned about a rollback of some of the strong consumer protection work that the FTC has done over the last several years. Much of it was bipartisan, but some of it, particularly some of the work done during the last few months of the Biden administration, was passed on a strictly partisan basis. In order to address a breach of driving location data by a major car company, a referral of a consumer complaint against Snap to the Department of Justice, in order to prevent location-based targeted advertising without user consent, a new click-to-cancel rule that prevents unfair business practices and enables consumers to more easily unsubscribe from recurring charges. Despite the clear benefits to consumers of all of this work, none of these initiatives were supported by the other 2 commissioners who, at least for now, remain in their positions. So, Commissioner Slaughter, as I understand it, you'll be challenging the president's attempts to unlawfully fire you and Commissioner Bedoya as well. While that challenge is underway, will the 2 other commissioners undo all of this progress I cited? How does your attempted firing impact the FTC's legitimacy, authority, and role? And what does that mean for American consumers and businesses?
Thank you. I think at the moment, it's really unclear what happens to any FTC action. As you noted, we haven't been in a position like this in over 90 years. So there's a lot we don't know about what happens. And what concerns me is that throws work, even work that I would agree with, into question. The last thing I voted on before the president tried to fire me was a 4-0 challenge to a medical device merger that would raise the cost of healthcare even further. There's a lot of things that I agree on with my Republican colleagues, and that's work that is done best on a bipartisan basis. There are also good things that I think the agency has done that they don't support. It has always been clear to me that they might try to undo some of the progress that I think we made in the last administration, and they are entitled to do that as a majority, but they need to get the votes to do that, and they, under the law, need to do that in the face of the transparency and accountability that minority votes would provide, and that is helpful to Congress and to the American public.
And Commissioner, in your prior testimony, you've outlined several examples of the FTC enforcing online safety. Can you expand on the steps taken over the last 4 years to bring more technologists into the agency? How is this expertise being undermined by the administration's actions, and what impact will this have on the FTC's ability to investigate and protect consumers' online safety moving forward, in your opinion?
I think one of our big accomplishments during the last administration was setting up the Office of Technology. The FTC was created by Congress to be a body of independent experts, and we've long relied on the expertise of economists and others. Chair Khan set up an Office of Technology and built it out with really expert technologists who can inform our research work, our casework, and report out to the public about technological trends, and that's enormously valuable. That office is much smaller now than it was even 2 months ago. I couldn't give you the exact numbers, but it is substantially smaller, and I worry that that critically important expertise is being limited by some of the broader cuts we're seeing across the government.
Well, Commissioner, I'd like to thank you for your service, which is not over. and for your continued efforts to protect our children and American consumers. So thank you. And with that, Mr. Chair, I yield back.